Welcome to another installment of the High P Film Room series. Today we're looking at Girls 17 Royal against Circle City from the STL President's Day Tournament. Here we go. Starting with the game plans, Circle City's is pretty simple. They're going to do anything they can to set their best player, number 3, on the outside, and if they can't do that, they're going to set number 13, their opposite. For 17 Royal, they look to match a middle blocker, number 20, on number 3, which we'll get into a little later. Overall, they're going to release to 3 as much as they can and also stay consistent throughout the match using their middles. We're going to frame this match using attacking numbers because the primary game plan adjustment was to get a blocking matchup. Notice that these two players for Circle City get 60% of their team sets in the match. We can see what starts to happen to players in this situation across 3 sets. Compare that with the 17 Royal numbers where position groups as a whole get 30, 50, and 20% of the sets, which is a little more balanced. An important factor as well is these serve numbers. You can't block if you serve out, so they get to make the blocking moves you'll see in the film because of how much pressure they're applying from the service line. Starting in set 1, we see 17 Royal lined up in rotation 2 and Circle City in rotation 5. On the last Coach's Corner podcast about scouting, there's good discussion about knowing where your opponents start and why that's important. We'll see that become more important here in set 2 and 3. First phase of the game plan, we'll see the middles releasing outside to number 3 and sometimes behind. Notice how early they're making this move once they identify the pass. Still in set 1, second phase of the game plan, using the middles, especially in transition. Notice what starts to happen to the opponent's blockers as 17 Royal establishes the middle throughout the match. Set 2, 17 Royal starts in row 3, Circle City in rotation 5. 17 Royal adjusts slightly to get a true left front on left front blocking matchup with number 20 on number 3, which was part of their game plan going into the match. Looking at the blockers first in set 2, we can see they're still releasing to the pins, earning shots and touches off the block and funneling hard-driven balls to their libero. Even if they're not getting digs, they're giving their best defenders chances to stop their opponent's best arm. Now looking at the middles in set 2, they get blocked early here but continue taking chances and find points throughout the set and get their opponent's blockers to start committing. This opens up chances for their pins and their setter to attack against one or no blocks throughout the rest of the match. Set 3, 17 Royal receives in row 2, Circle City stays in row 5. This slight adjustment keeps 17 Royal's blocking matchup, number 20 on number 3 for all 3 rotations, intact. 17 Royal executes at a high level here in set 3, jumping out to an 8-1 lead. We're going to let the points run in order here a little bit and challenge you viewing at home to identify the parts of the game plan and adjustments we've mentioned earlier that you see being executed when they score these points. As always, thank you guys for watching. Hope you learned something about rotation matchups and can find parts of the game plan that we talked about earlier in these videos from set 3. If you have any questions about any of the videos we've done, send them our way on Instagram, Facebook, anything. See you guys in the gym soon. Keep working hard.